Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is August 23rd, 2019, and I'm getting ready to do a general love reading for the end of the month for the sign of Virgo. If you have Virgo anywhere in your chart, this may resonate with you. It is a general love reading, so it can pertain obviously to romantic love, but just about anything else as well, including situations and circumstances you may be in. My intention is to reach the people who need the message the most and who will benefit the most from the message. Also, although I do attach a date to it, it is not time specific. So if you're watching this a week, a month, or even a year from now, it may still resonate with you. Take what does and leave what doesn't. And we'll see what comes up with Virgo. For Virgo today, I have pre-shuffled my deck, so I'm just doing a few more shuffles before we get started and a cut. And we'll get going. By the way, happy birthday, Virgo. I know it's your birthday season, so happy birthday to all the Virgos who are, if you are sun sign Virgo, happy birthday. In your underlying energy, you have the Three of Cups, paired with the Page of Cups. You have the Hierophant in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, Justice, King of Wands in reverse, Four of Cups, and the Emperor in reverse. Okay, Virgo, what's going on? So your underlying energy, you have the Three of Cups and the Page of Cups. You may recently have had or are presently experiencing a reunion with somebody, a celebration, you've come back together with somebody from maybe your past, or you have recently found love, possibly within a group of friends. Or you have struck up a new friendship with a group of people. This underlying energy is very positive. It feels very festive. It does feel like there is definitely some positive energy going on in your underlying energy. A sense of, like I said, celebration, joy, festivities coming together. Overflowing love amongst friends. And maybe within that group of friends, there's a new found romantic love, possibly. And then in your recent past energy, there's some negative vibes going on over here. You or another person may have felt wronged by something or somebody, and there was some anger involved, maybe a knee-jerk reaction to something somebody did or something somebody said. And a sense of justice. King of Wands in the reverse. I feel like this is someone that you're dealing with. I don't feel like this is your energy. The King of Wands in reverse. I feel like there's some justice coming to this King of Wands. Now the King of Wands in reverse is someone who can be controlling, who has kind of, who can be moody and angry, anger issues, overly demanding, and I feel like there's justice coming to this King of Wands, this character that you're dealing with. This might be the person who is represented by the Knight of Wands as well, or this person could have caused this energy from you. Anger, of having been wronged in some way. I feel like this person may have been abusing power or manipulating you, or felt like they had the ability or the power to do so, and you've grown weary of this. You've decided to turn your back on this behavior. You're moving away from this type of individual in your life and moving towards something that makes you happy. It's very interesting that the rest of the cards, aside from your underlying energy, indicate some hardships with another person, some struggles of some sort, especially dealing with anger related to some unjust treatment. I feel like this person has been over controlling or manipulative, overly demanding. Let's see what else comes up for you, Virgo. Clarifying the Three of Cups, you have the Summerlands or the Fool card in reverse. And clarifying the Page of Cups, you have the Ace of Air, One of Air, or Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, so there's something coming through about you cautiously kind of moving away from a situation into a new situation. And I do feel like there's some anxiety or some mental anguish regarding a new love, possibly new love interest, or just a new opportunity to make some new friends or to move away from this negative energy that this King of Wands has you in. This may be a broken relationship with this, an ended relationship with this King of Wands. Something has ended possibly with this King of Wands due to a misuse of power, or this person being controlling. I feel like this person thinks that you are turning your back on them. I feel like this person thinks that you are walking away from something that's good for you, them. You may have been planning this for a while. You may have been thinking about getting out of this relationship because this feeling of you feeling lack of control and this person having too much control. I feel like you may have been considering this for a while. And this knowledge has come to light for this person recently, or even like presently, like it's happening right now. This new information that you are working towards moving away or towards something new is what's right for you. There's a lot of emotions involved with whatever happened here. There's some kind of wrongdoing. You've been wronged in some way, and it caused a significant amount of emotional turmoil within yourself. You may even feel like you caused this yourself, that you might be kicking yourself for hanging on to this relationship because you feel like you've missed out on some opportunities. There's been some self-defeating behavior hanging on to this relationship. But you're coming out of it. But you're confused. There may be some hesitation. You may be feeling a little insecure about it, a little cautious, and maybe even have a considerable amount of angst being in your head regarding the situation. I feel like you're moving towards somebody else after having broken off this relationship with this King of Wands. It feels almost instantaneous. It's like you're leaving one relationship and moving right into the next. And this King of Wands is very unhappy about it. But this King of Wands feels like a very controlling, bitter individual. Someone that you needed to get away from. Let's see what else comes up for you, Virgo. In your underlying energy, Nine of Wands. And Knight of Swords. This is something I think you've been wanting to do for a while. You've been battling in your head about whether or not you should move forward. I don't think you were following your intuition, your gut regarding this King of Wands. And there may have been deceit. I actually think it might have been on your part, and not necessarily deceit in a bad way. I feel like you have kept this new beginning, this new opportunity, either in love or just maybe to gain some new friends, some new people that you want to work with, collaborate with. You've been keeping that to yourself, and that's what caused the anger, because this King of Wands wasn't included. And you've made a decision to move forward with this, but without this King of Wands. There's the Three of Cups again. Clarifying the Emperor. So I'm going to put this out there. The Three of Cups can indicate third party. I'm not feeling, however, that you have been involved with somebody else before detaching yourself from this King of Wands. I feel like it's been an opportunity, something that you know has been available to you, but you haven't taken the steps towards it yet until this point. You have moved away from a situation, I feel, an emotional situation. With this King of Wands, you've decided to move away from this relationship. It was not what you were looking for ultimately. You knew that. This card indicates kind of sensing energy, understanding your feelings, understanding and feeling clear with your decisions regarding situations. So I feel like you've taken action. You are in your head about this a little bit though, Virgo. I feel you wanted to do this. You've been wanting to do this. You've taken action towards this new love, or again, it could be a new friend or just a new group of people that you've decided to hook up with and see where, you know, where things go. But you're in your head a little bit about it. Of course, you know, when you leave a relationship, especially if you're leaving a relationship to move on to something else that you know will be better for you, there's always going to be a little bit of anxiety, maybe doubting yourself, feeling a little bit cautious about this new beginning. But I do feel like this is something that's been on your mind for a while, that you've been fighting for, at least in your head, hoping to move toward. Let's get another round of cards, Virgo, and see what else we can get. I do think that you've known this relationship, this King of Wands, was wrong. This wasn't the right person for you for a while. But this person's mad that you're leaving them behind. And they're mad that you haven't said anything until now. I do feel like you've kept this to yourself for a while. This person thinks that they feel like they should have been informed a long time ago, because I think this person's mad that this was a sudden move on your part, and they feel wronged. But something tells me that this decision was right for you, that you've made the right move, not taking this person along with you in whatever this new beginning is for you. Again, it could be a new relationship, at least for some of you, and I am sensing that it could also be just a new opportunity with a new group of people. It may not be just one person, but this King of Wands is not included in this situation, whatever it is. And you're right to leave this person behind. For some reason, they would not have mixed well in this situation. It wouldn't have worked. But this person may have been trying to control you, may have been trying to make decisions for you, may have been steering you in the direction that they wanted you to go rather than the direction you wanted to go. And that's why you're walking away from them, because they were making all the decisions. So you have the Ten of Swords, clarifying the Fool card in reverse. I think you want to end this feeling of feeling overly cautious or feeling unsure. And then the World is clarifying the One of Air, or the Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you want to end this cycle of feeling anxiety, unsure. And I'm not taking this card on the bottom, but you do have the Nine of Swords. You've been in your head about this. So you probably, if you're watching this video, it may be because you want to confirm for yourself that you're making the right decision. And based on what I see, Virgo, you're making the right decision. Okay. there's a couple of new things that have come out that are kind of interesting. First of all, you have the King of Cups, clarifying the Two of Wisdom or the High Priestess card. This is a third person's energy now. Aside from you and this King of Wands, I do believe this is the person that you're moving toward. The person you may be offering your cup of love to, or your interest. This person, you have revealed your intentions to this King of Wands. They know now. They have learned what is going on, and they're mad that you're turning your back on them, that you have stopped moving forward with them. This King of Wands is not a commit. I do not feel like this is marriage. I don't even feel like this King of Wands was a long-term relationship for you. I do feel like it was a relationship, maybe a dating situation. You may have been, you know, the second level of a relationship, not brand new, but it certainly wasn't established necessarily. I'm not feeling that. And you're walking away towards something you know is better. This King of Cups, whoever this person is to you, Virgo, is loving and caring and understanding, and this person's a King of Cups in the upright. They have an understanding of who they are and what they want, and they're a loyal individual, someone who has significant potential within relationships. You've known for a long time that your current relationship with this King of Wands has been an imbalanced. You've known that for a while. You've been sensing it. And this is the interesting other piece of information that just came out. I think your King of Wands might be a player. And it's another reason why you're leaving this relationship. To a certain extent, they're a player. I feel like they've had control over your own relationship, but they also may have been playing others. They have the Three of Cups, clarifying their energy, and then the Knight of Wands is the player card. So ultimately, I think that they've been keeping their options open and feeling justified in doing so, and now they're angry that you might be moving towards a different option yourself. And they're getting a little bit of a taste of their own medicine is what I'm feeling, Virgo, that you're giving them a little bit of a taste of their own medicine, making a decision to move towards this King of Cups. And, you know, I don't necessarily feel like this is your style necessarily. I don't feel like this is something you've done in the past, where you've left a relationship for somebody else. And that could very well be why you've been in your head about this decision and feeling a little overly cautious about it, because it's just generally not your style, not your general course of action when ending or beginning a new relationship. I do feel like you've kept this from this King of Wands for a while, but justified, because I do feel like this King of Wands has been playing you, maybe, Virgo. I mean, when I saw the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands come out in the first set of cards, I did get that feeling like, uh-oh, here we go, player. But I didn't say that at first because I thought, okay, this could just be anger issues. This could be someone reacting to a bad situation. But there's more to it than that. I think you were ignoring it too for a while. You were ignoring for a while that, and I think you knew but you weren't listening to your intuition about what was going on, how you were being wronged. And you did have some emotional turmoil. You thought, maybe at one time you thought this King of Wands was your, you know, dream come true. And he wasn't and isn't. And again, I think you've known this for a while, but you've been ignoring it. So giving him a little bit of a taste of his own medicine is not generally, like I said, the way you would go about things. On the other hand, you feel justified because I think this King of Wands has been doing this to you. And not feeling at all bad about it, Virgo. That's my sense. Let's get one last round for you, Virgo, and see what comes up. We have the Magician paired with the King of Wands again. Interesting. This is in your underlying energy. So he's had the control. And you're worried about this because you feel like taking this step to make these decisions for yourself is so out of the ordinary for you that you're in your head about it. You've held off making this decision, making this move for a while because you knew what reaction you were going to get from this King of Wands, who's been the trickster, been manipulating the situation, the relationship, and you've been holding off on making this decision either to come out about this new relationship you're moving toward, or just leaving this person altogether because you knew this person would get angry and you were trying to avoid that. You may have, within the relationship, even been keeping your distance to a certain extent, withholding your love, because you have this interest in this other person. I feel like you may have been withholding your love, and this King of Wands may have just been like, meh, whatever. I got other pieces on the side. I don't care that Virgo's not paying attention to me. I have other things going on. And this King of Cups, Virgo, I have a feeling this might be someone who's come back into your life. This might be someone who, maybe an ex that you're rekindling a relationship with, but it's a significant person. And you've got Justice again that came out in your outcome. These two cards came out in your outcome. You're doing the right thing, Virgo. Dropping this other relationship for this one. I'm going to show you your pre-reading cards as well. Because as I've been going through this reading, I've been looking at your pre-reading cards thinking, this isn't making sense. I thought it was one thing and now it's another, but it's making perfect sense now. You have the Judgment card, that very first card that you came out with. This is you making a significant decision in your life, something that's going to be important, something that's going to alter your life path. It's going to bring you your Ten of Cups. Right now, Ten of Cups is in reverse because you're not there yet. You're getting there. But you do believe that this decision will have the potential to bring you your Ten of Cups. And you've been confused a little bit about your options. You know that you have them. It's not like you were married to this other person. You have options. And you've chosen the option of bettering yourself, moving towards something you know is good for you. And this is what's good for you, Virgo. So if you are watching this reading to gain some clarity, number one, your King of Wands is a player, and they've been manipulating you and the relationship. That's number one. Number two, You were right about revealing this information, and you were right to feel cautious, because who wants to face somebody who's angry? But when you gave them this information, you know, they didn't react well. And I think you knew that was going to happen. But this is what you get to move toward now. A relationship that's going to be good for you, and it's going to be fulfilling, and it's going to be joyous and happy and loving. This King of Wands, or King of Cups, is nothing like this King of Wands. Very, very different person, and you know that. I think you know this person. I think you have an understanding of who this is. And this reunion is cause to celebrate, because it's going to bring love into your life. So congratulations, Virgo. Happy birthday! I'm glad this reading turned out nice. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it helped you out, and I hope that I see you next time. Bye, Virgo.